suspending Parliament is a drastic measure, so that means Brexiteers like yourself must be very worried indeed that MPs could actually block Brexit now.
I mean, it's extraordinary what's happening at the moment, because it seems that everybody is running the same arguments that we were having 3 years ago before the referendum campaign. And, you know, with all of this, I think that the MPs in Parliament who are trying to stop Brexit by any means possible are so out of touch with the British people, because they were told, the British people were told, what you decide is what Parliament will implement. And now here we are, we're nearly at the point where we leave on WTO rules if nothing else happens, and they're trying to stop it, block it, overturn it. And I think really they don't understand the disgust that ordinary people have for what's going on in Westminster.
One of your allies obviously pursuing that hard Brexit is Jacob Rees-Mogg. Now, what do you make of him now saying perhaps he will accept a reformed Theresa May deal, bearing in mind that backstop, which he would rather have removed? Isn't he letting you down? Because obviously there's so many other issues of Theresa May's plan that you wouldn't agree with. Well,
I think you've got to look carefully at what he says and, you know, exactly what he's saying. He's saying, obviously, I would agree with him that the backstop is simply a no-go. You know, if you support Brexit, the backstop is the worst thing about the withdrawal agreement. That has to go, because that will keep us tied in vassalage forever to the EU. But it's not the only bad thing about the withdrawal agreement. I mean, essentially, we would stay a member of the EU in all but name for the next 2 years until the end of 2020. That's bad, and we would have to pay for the privilege as well. So I think what he's saying is get rid of the backstop, renegotiate, and then we'll see what happens next. We'll see if there is any change in the withdrawal agreement, and then he will see. But it has to be, from my point of view, something that is very, very much more favourable to the UK than what's been put in place already.
What you're saying is favourable for the UK is WTO rules, basically a crash out, go it alone. No country does work exclusively with the WTO, does it? It has to work as a body with others. And also, we are told, and when we see 40 MPs prepared to resign over that scenario, we know, and we're told by experts, that a no-deal situation, a crashing out, would be disastrous for the economy, for jobs and for the livelihoods of people.
Well, lots of people are saying that, and lots of people are using these words, crashing out. And the people who are using those words are mostly people who want to stay in the EU. They want to keep us in this transition deal, in this backstop, and then a few years down the line go in by stealth. And if we go in again, it's going to be on less favourable terms than we are now. I mean, we're not crashing out, we're leaving, we're cutting the shackles of the EU, and we're walking into freedom and prosperity and taking back control over every area of our national life.
But you haven't really got much of an option at the moment, because Theresa May is saying, look, it's either no deal or no Brexit at all, or it's my deal. Now, we know that no deal is probably going to be unlikely with our MPs going against it. You could be facing the big possibility of no Brexit at all. So you must back May's deal, surely.
I don't back May's deal, and it's interesting what Mr Barnier was saying. He was saying basically, unless there is a majority in Parliament for a specific other option, no deal is still what will happen, and that is what's written into law already. So from my point of view, let's go for no deal. I mean, the MPs who want to stop Brexit are very confused at the moment, because there doesn't seem to be a majority for any one particular option. Some people are trying to overturn Article 50. Some people want to extend it.
Well, have a series of votes and let's have democracy, just briefly. That's what Hilary Benner's saying.
We've already had a vote in June 2016, and the people voted to leave.